So what's it like preparing for Georgia Tech and not the full-on triple option?
Well, the thing about preparing for any team, and I know why you asked that, but it's tough preparing for everybody. And obviously it's a little bit different because we don't have to go through the unique task of preparing for triple option, but it's painstaking. It's painstaking going against every opponent, no matter who it is, 16, 17 hours to try to get ready to go win a game and put our guys in a position to win a game. But I like that it's a little bit more consistent and we don't have to go off the reservation to find triple option defense.
That being said, do you really know exactly what Georgia Tech's going to throw? Pat was saying they've run a bunch of different stuff so far this year.
Well, they have run quite a bit of stuff, and then they've also come off a bye week, so you never really know. They're getting better and better and better. They're finding their way as they transition to that new scheme, and you just don't have an idea. So what we need to do is keep it simple and play fast and do what we've done so far, which is do a great job with attention to detail and playing together.
You still do cut blocking like they used to?
At times, but that's no more than any other offense.
They did more under Paul Johnson.
Yes, that's kind of built into that triple option is those cut blocks, and obviously what hurt them was that new rule you couldn't do it 5 yards downfield, but no more than any other offense.
Rob, as you guys are talking to Kylan, did you have any idea you'd have this type of impact, and what has he meant to your group?
I think you have some idea when you're recruiting somebody, which is why you want them. I don't know, if you can ever gauge how much they'll contribute or how well they'll play, but he's done a great job. I mean, he's an older guy. He's a grad transfer, so he's been around college football, whether it's at a big-time program or not. He's been through a system, and he just brings kind of an elder statesman to the room in terms of poise and consistency and really trying to do his job. And I think that's the biggest thing that he's brought is just kind of a maturity.
He's been explosive too. Just on the field, just getting in the backfield. How do you kind of put a value on that at any time when you send him on a blitz, you kind of feel confident that he's going to get home?
Yeah, that would be the idea, right? Of a blitz, if we're calling your number, whether it's a D lineman, whether it's a DB, or whether it's a linebacker, we expect you to get home and get in the backfield and make something happen, whether that's get the sack or create a sack for somebody else by creating chaos. So you can't. Otherwise we can't call a blitz if someone can't get home. So you can't really put a value on it. I think we've done a great job as a unit, all 11. And hopefully that continues. And again, we'd like to get some sacks too without having to call anyone's number and guys just playing fast. So we're working towards that every day.
Salim's kind of bounced back in his career from money to middle. How's he kind of responded to being that guy in the middle again this year?
Yeah, I think he's responded really well. I think he just kind of whatever's best for the team, what my role is, I'm going to give it 100%. I'm going to try to lead. And I've been really impressed with his maturity this season. But really he's been that guy the whole time he's been here, whatever it takes. At all costs, wherever we ask of him, he's done to the best of his ability, and I've been very proud of the way he's stepped up.
At the Star, I think Wright and Campbell were playing 50-50 snaps. I think is it that close?
Yeah, I would think if you counted it up, it'd be pretty close.
How do you decide which one goes in? Is it a field thing? Does it look like they're hot? He was tired.
Yeah, it's a little bit of that. It's hey, who's feeling as fresh as they can. And then obviously getting the guys enough reps to really get a flow of the game. So it's not like, well, I didn't see that play, and I'm seeing it now for the first time, so I mess it up. So it's a lot of that. It's just kind of a feel thing on the sideline, talking to them, having conversations with them. How do you feel? Hey, do you want to go in? What do you want to do? So, yeah, it's a very kind of just feel. They talk to me, I talk to them, we put them in.
You have 3 true freshmen and 1 redshirt freshman kind of in your room. How are those guys coming along this year?
Yeah, I think they're doing well. I think they're again, with this freshman mini camp we're able to do now, so many of our freshmen the last 2 years are so far ahead along because they're in here a whole a week early. They're exposed to the stuff. They're hearing about it, technology, iPads, iPhones. They're able to see our package, and so they understand it. Whether they can execute it or not at a high level, obviously that will always be the case as a freshman, but their knowledge in terms of base and understanding what we want to get done is probably gets better every year. So this is probably as good or better than any other class we've had just as we go along in the system.
There's a sense because of the 4-game rule that freshmen also know that there's an opportunity where they don't have to burn a year.
Yeah, and then again in our system we play our freshmen early in camp to see what they can do, because again we've had spring ball to see what our 1s, 2s, and 3s can do. We want to use fall camp to see what our freshmen can do. So Coach Narduzzi is a big advocate for that and seeing who can play for us early.
Is the depth and the athleticism among your group really the highest it's ever been since you guys have been here?
Yeah, I would think so. Again, we've had some really good players come through here, and I think We just are fortunate to have some guys right now and a number of guys that can really run, and they're executing at a high level. And so that's why you're seeing, I think, some of the production.
Back in camp, did you expect this kind of season for Kylan so far?
I think we knew it was there. I think once he kind of came in and started to get his feet wet in the defense and started to pick it up and, again, play faster and faster and faster. And I think, again, he's got a great frame. He's got great tools. And, every week, if he plays fast, you're going to see him making plays.